Hi, Sean. How are you?
Hi, Martin. Yeah, really good. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Sean Price, VP of Industry Solutions at Infinity. Welcome. It's really great to have you on board. I'm really looking forward to our cooperation. It's a huge honor for me.
Thank you, Martin. And likewise, it's a pleasure and honor to join the great team you have there and yourself. So yeah, really excited to join you and getting started.
Yeah, Sean, I know you as an expert and a great guy at the same time, which is a cool combination.
Too kind.
and maybe I thought let's share some thoughts. Like, what's your
Yeah,
vision? How you see our cooperation? What drives you?
yeah, that's good. Good question. And, yeah, Martin, I absolutely love to solve business problems with analytics, as you probably know. Jumping out of bed and really seeing how that data can transform traditional ways of working and shift those bottom line outcomes for organizations. That creates real personal energy for me. And still thriving today at Avon and Somerset Police, where we created a true data-driven culture and organisation where advanced analytics was being used to drive frontline policing. Those cops on the front line, they were using analytics to identify their most risky offenders, protecting vulnerable people, and targeting high demand in the organisation, high demand locations. And leading that work, the penny really dropped for me that we could really change how an organisation could operate, the whole organisation, from the board right way down through to the beat level. And that for me was the starting point of my journey. And I joined Click and with for 2 years, traveling the world, collaborating with some great organisations, ambitious organisations, and ambitious people. And really, what was the most important thing was partnering and working with our customers to make a difference. Adding value quickly back to those people. Inspiring. How can we really get to the bottom of connecting technology and people together? Because that's where the magic happens. It's not the technology. It's when you bring it together, join it together. So, what drives me is really that whole process of bringing people and technology together, Martin.
Yeah, I
Very
see. I see.
exciting. Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah, I remember meeting you in Vegas, Sean.
yeah,
Half a year ago was it? Yeah, at the
yeah,
Clicks SKO. Yeah,
yeah,
and we met over breakfast.
yeah.
We
I
were just
remember.
throwing ideas on the table, and suddenly everything started to make sense. And
Yeah.
yeah, across pancakes and salmon and coffee.
Cold actually, because I think we were innovating so fast at that point.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
breakfast went
absolutely. Yeah,
cold, didn't it? So
yeah.
yeah,
And
and straight away, Martin, I could see how the shared ambition around how data can transform the world, how your products were really at the cutting edge of that type of technology and product that you were using. That was very special for me. And straight away, I could see how those common values from your team and from yourself was really important for me, and they'll be important for our customers too, because people want to work with great people, innovative people. And that's for me that's so important is the company value. So great, that solution-led approach, differentiator for the industry as well. Very inspiring. And I think at that point, at that time, over the coffee, over the pancakes, I knew whatever way we'd be working together in the future in some form or another. And luckily, it's turned out like this. So yeah, it's brilliant.
yeah, yeah, really, really great. Like, absolutely, as you're saying, values are something that we really focused on, and
Yeah,
that's something that we were bringing all the time to each other and sharing with each other the views how we can really transform the technology and transform businesses, transform people's lives actually with what we
yeah,
do, and somehow maybe push these values to our internal culture to external culture, working with our customers, partners, and basically with everyone around us. And this is actually what makes the difference, right? Beyond the technology, the values are what really makes the difference. And I think that this is what makes us really love to go to work, and in fact, it's not a work for us, right? So it's more than a mission, right?
Yeah, absolutely, Martin. And again, having that true heart of values, the technology and the ambition there to help the world move forward is something that, again, very attractive. I've worked in public sector, in policing for nearly 20 years, worked at Click, and again, values are very strong. So it's a great combination, and really looking forward to help push your strategy along in the company. So yeah, glad to be
And
here.
if I ask a bit, maybe, do you like our products? And maybe without giving too much away, what do you think? How can we transform people's lives together?
I love. I mean, thinking back to when I was rolling out advanced analytics in Avon and Somerset, having some of your products and your tools that you've got. So, for example, the Forms tool product, that would have just transformed some of our solutions that we had there. Being able to directly input into Click in real time, alerting from those Forms products you've got, and being able to manage workflows better, all contained and readily spun up really quickly within our development environment. That would have made a huge difference. And I can see so many different opportunities for companies to exploit that kind of approach and that technology. We've been working recently, collaborating with Robin at Morecambe Bay, and seeing how they've been using some of your products for the COVID-19 crisis. It's been really inspiring, and how quickly and how agile that sort of technology is. So yeah, it's been very, very impressive to see. And I know you've got a number of products and a number of products in the pipeline. I think that's very exciting for customers to explore how they can exploit those within their Click environment. So yeah, getting those benefits really quickly is, again, key mission, I think. So seeing that in action is great. Yeah, so wonderful.
Yeah, and what I really think with our products, we're able to go really far beyond just like a simple write back and collaboration, right? Because we are looking at topics like data quality, data input, commentary, whatever, document analysis, even workflows around documents, unstructured data, structured, unstructured, triggering actions, managing actions all over the data set, wherever we are in a company, and basically in every area. So, and we're able to have all of that natively in Click, and real transform these capabilities that the Click users currently have, making it more like an end-to-end management tool, right? So not just the data analytics, but also interactivity, actionability, and communication, and getting actions actually done and have a direct impact on business. So what do you think about it?
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, and having that sort of integration of that technology with Click that's the vital bit, really. That's the seamless bit that makes it very, very easy for developers, but also seamless for the user, the business user at the end of it. So I think if you think about the roadmap of opportunities that you've got with the products, there's some very exciting things. For example, in NHS, big topic at the moment, live bed management. Within short space of time, your products can provide a live bed management solution. So that patient flow is so important. It is before COVID, but even more so now. So again, straight away, people should be able to connect the benefits of what you're doing with the business and what the outcomes of the two together will be. Bit wider down the roadmap, we've been talking with different industries, and there's a real opportunity to look a little bit further around how the products can work together. For example, an assurance toolkit. Looking at how you manage risk in an organization, how you manage your audit inspection process, how your project management, your budget controls, all the controls, defenses within an organization, how you can use Click and bring in Forms for that real-time collaborative work across functions, departments, through the whole organization. There's some real opportunities to think wider and bigger around some of these tools and how they connect. So that's very exciting, from an industry perspective and a solution point.
Yeah.
It's like a big sweet box of opportunity. And when you're looking at that, and actually thinking, just had a new release recently, had a new release version, haven't you? Something point something. Looking at that now, really important bits in there that people are going to have to go, wow. You've got document attach. Document. Oh, no, hold on a minute. You can embed evidence and documentation into your Click environment really easily. And then you can start to think, oh, actually, you can start to use that unstructured tool you've got, that mole thing. You can start to use that to analyze and scan through. Well, blimey! So you're beginning to collate and bring together a wealth of business opportunity. And I think that's the way people should see it. How do we connect technology and business together to really make a fundamental difference to the way we operate, the workflow management, the ways of working within an organization? That is where you start getting results, giving it to the people that are doing the work in the organization.
Yeah, absolutely. And it really opens a whole set of new use cases
Yeah.
and opportunities for people to really leverage the power of data, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, absolutely. And that's always been the case, isn't it? Some great technology exists, but who really exploits it? And I think my mission and my vision is with you is to help people understand that and really understand how they can make the big benefits out of what's there. So yeah, great.
So it seems like exciting times ahead, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, really exciting, and
Yeah.
I think I mean, the world's the oyster, really. Think in terms of what we can do, here, and that's for me one of my driving goals is to really get that strategy and get that that machine in motion to support a different way of thinking about technology, Click, and your stuff. So yeah, fully up for that, Martin. Yeah.
Yeah. If we look at ourselves now, right? On the other hand, like we're all at home, right? So working from our homes, and the current situation, and maybe what do you think about where we are now and where we are going to move, and in this coronavirus pandemic situation and the future. So what's your take on that?
Yeah. So I think firstly, as we'd all think, that it's thoughts to all those families that have been affected, either through having loved ones ill, or even the loss of those loved ones, and the economic hardships as well. It's really difficult times for people, and I never once wake up and not think, when I go out walking the dog, data dog, going out on my travels in the morning, you speak to people and you really feel and hear those hardships at a distance. They'll tell you about it's a real struggle. So I think personally it's hard for people, for business and industry, it's hard. However, personally, having gone through significant adversity in public sector, in policing, to be honest, it's day in, day out you get adversity, but we had something significant around the public sector cuts in policing. Okay, and in fact, UK public sector as a whole, huge amounts of money was removed from the budgets. Even Somerset Police, 600 fewer police officers. How could you possibly survive when you have that reductions in budget and resources? But it sounds unsurmountable, really, at the time. But what provided the key to this was that adversity breeds opportunity, and we were able to do things around the investment in technology, analytics. We did the advanced analytics there, really getting to grips with the organisation that we'd never done before. And it transformed through doing that. We had an opportunity to transform traditional ways. We digitalised, made processes shorter, visible data across the whole. I could answer pretty much any single thing in the organisation, from my mobile phone, from my big screen laptop, whatever it might be, at a split second. Everything was at my fingertips. Of course, it allows you to use your analyst mind and be inquisitive and ask questions of processes, people, and systems. So, combining the two together, the improvement work, that the organisation not only sustained but it improved. but how could that be? And I think, that's the point. There's a lot of opportunity with the adversity. So, my call to action for a lot of those people that might be listening to this is that, go explore that technology in a way where you think, actually, this is my opportunity to really, bish bash bosh some cultural issues, really bish bash bosh the efficiency and the effectiveness, legitimacy of an organization like you've never done before. And I'm really passionate to help support customers ambitious to do that. And I want to work with interesting people and interesting things. So, that's why I'm here, Martin, is to make that difference with those people that you engage with. So, yeah.
Yeah, so thank you for that, and really wise words, I would say, you're saying. And absolutely, that's what we're after, right? So
Yeah.
we want to push boundaries with innovation and with the stuff that we can bring to the table and bring to the people, and maybe help them leverage the power of data around them, and help them get better results in whatever they are doing, right? Especially and maybe even in times of crisis and in tough times, because there are good times and bad times, and sometimes you have to just go on, right? And that's where we want to help with whatever we have prepared. So and I think innovation is something that the customers and partners can really rely on coming from us, right? So we'll also always be a couple of steps ahead with this innovation, right?
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, Martin, because I think the innovation is that we want people to push the boundaries, and I think that's really important to have that ambition there. I think it'd be great to be able to run a series of pushing the boundaries industry chats with some of our eminent people. Could be customers, could be thought leaders in the industry somewhere. So I'm thinking that it'd be a really great idea to run a series of those. I know lots of people are interested in doing these things and chewing the fat around topic areas. So I think if you're up for it, I'll run a series of those for you, Martin. How about that?
I'm absolutely excited about it, Sean. That's an excellent idea. So let's do it.
Okay, so let's work out when the first one is, and you can tell people about it.
Perfect. So looking forward, and speak to you soon.
Yeah, great stuff, Martin. And thanks again. And great team.
Thank you, Sean. Looking forward. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Ciao. Cheers.
Bye.